What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, we're going to be showcasing a brand new shiny hunting exploit location for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's DLC, the Indigo Disc. And this spot is absolutely phenomenal because we can isolate shiny hunt for Charmander here and get that living shiny dex for it incredibly fast and easy. And of course, guys, like my type of content, enjoy these videos. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. And consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. So to begin this shiny hunt, we're just going to be going right over to the beginning of the Indigo Disc DLC at the Savannah Rest Area 1. So once you're there, you're going to get on your ride Pokemon, and we're actually going to go to the staircase right here. Now, when you look over the staircase, you can see a bunch of Pokemon actually spawn right here. You can actually get a full set of 15 spawns here. And now you'd be wondering, how do we actually reset this? Well, very simple. Just walk in a little bit, walk right back out, reset. Savannah Biome reset appears here, and once again, more and more Pokemon start spawning in, making this incredibly easy. Now, what Pokemon can you actually shiny hunt here? Well, let's actually begin with Charmander. So the usual one, you want to get over to the grass instead of the sandwich. But before you do that, always save your game. Just in case something bad happens, you don't get the shiny in 30 minutes, you can reload your save like nothing bad happened, and then you're good to go. Now we're going to be setting up a picnic here. And for our first sandwich, we're going to go for Charmander, which is going to be a fire type sandwich. Now, because Charmander is only unlocked by doing the 3,000 BP donation to the Savannah area, you can't do Charmander until you do that. So keep in mind that you will need to unlock all the starters in the Savannah area by spending 3,000 BP first. Now that you spent your 3,000 BP, you're ready to begin. We're going to get one Basil, one Salty, and one Spicy. And with this, we'll be able to get level 3 for Fire-type Pokemon in Encounter, in Sparkling, and in Tidal. And there we have it, Sparkling, Tidal, Encounter Power level 3 for Fire-type Pokemon, and ready to begin this shiny hunt. So with a Fire-type sandwich and having unlocked Charmanders in this area, we're going to only be getting Charmanders, which is going to be really nice. And you can see all these guys are spawning, and shiny Charmander is actually pretty noticeable. It's going to be like a golden color. So what we're going to be doing to show off this again, I'm going to stand up here, get your 15 spawns. And the nice thing is the Charmanders do move around a bit, but they don't really run too often, so you don't have to worry about them despawning. That can be an issue for some Pokemon, but at least not for this one. And you do get cluster spawns, so you can spawn in real quick. And it's like, okay, I see my 15. Oh, and we got a shiny immediately. Holy shit. We got a shiny immediately. Oh my god. Right there. Shiny Charmander. That golden boy is here. Literally less than a minute. Holy moly. You in a female. Wow. That is just the PanFro Games luck. Holy moly. I wish I had this luck on stream sometimes. That's crazy. But there you go. Easy shiny Charmander. Pretty much the big thing is just go back and forth in the terrarium entrance there, and you'll be getting your 15 spawns super fast, super easy. And hey, maybe you'll be as lucky as me and get that shiny female Charmander within a minute, because holy moly, that is absolutely insane. Now let's go to our next shiny hunt. Now for our next sandwich, you can make a ground or a rock sandwich. I'm going to make a ground one because it's a little bit more flexible with one piece of ham, one salty, and one spicy. And there you go, Sparkling, Tidal, and Counter Power level 3 for ground type Pokemon, and ready to begin this shiny hunt. So once again, we're going to be able to shiny hunt in a great spot where Rhyhorn. So Rhyhorns are when he's spawning in. Now, something interests me about Rhyhorn. They are running. So they will actually despawn themselves sometimes and then respawn themselves in. So you could just potentially stand here and wait for a decent amount of them to just despawn themselves. And it's sort of like an AFK hunt in that way. But when you notice like too many of them are like grouped up like they are over here, just run back in, run back out, and just do it all over again. Because there is a tree spawn here, you get a couple of sleepy ones where you're going to stay there and sleep, and that's honestly okay. But this one's actually sort of faster than the Charmander in the sense that they are despawning themselves. So it's a little bit more chill in that regard. Now, shiny Rhyhorn is very obvious. It's going to be a pink body instead of the gray body. So it's super easy to notice. The hardest part about this is just paying attention to the screen and be like, oh, a shiny spawned in. I better jump on my ride Pokemon and get on over there before it actually ends up despawning itself. So it sort of reminds me of like old Cyclizar hunting in Paldea. But honestly, it shouldn't be that bad. You could try to save before the shiny despawns. But I just rather go for it instead of trying to save, because sometimes they will despawn before your save actually goes through, which can be very disappointing. So good luck on this shiny hunt. For our next shiny hunt, we're making a normal type sandwich. And for this normal type sandwich, I'm going to use one fried fillet, one salty, and one sweet. There we have it, guys. Sparkling, Tidal, and Counter Power level 3 for normal type Pokemon, and ready to begin this shiny hunt. And with this sandwich, we're able to almost isolate shiny hunt for the Doduo line. Now, Chanseys will sometimes spawn in, but that's okay because with a flying type sandwich, it's still not an isolated hunt. You get Scythers, and I'd rather deal with Chanseys than Scythers in general. But here's the big thing, right? The Doduos are very similar to the Rhyhorns. They're going to be running like crazy, and they spawn in incredibly fast. So this is one of those where, one, you're going to have to be quick. When you see that green fuzzball spawn on the screen, you're going to have to jump on it and get there real quick before they despawn themselves. Sometimes they do just like linger around though, and you see enough lingering around, like that's enough lingering. I'm going to go back inside and reset. Now, I think this Doduo spot is absolutely phenomenal. I did cover the cave spot previously. I think the cave spot is a little bit safer for these guys, but the spawns are much faster here because they have a bigger spawn area, and you don't have to worry about the spawns being blocked. So that is very nice too. But it's up to you on which place you think is going to be a better shiny hunt for the birds. Now let's move on to our next hunt. And for our next hunt, I'm going to make a grass type sandwich with 1 lettuce, 1 salty, and 1 sour. And there we go, sparkling title and counter power level 3 for grass type Pokemon, and ready to begin this shiny hunt. And with this sandwich, we're able to isolate shiny hunt for Exeggcute in this little area. Now, Exeggcute is a little bit interesting as a spawn here. It is isolated, but notice how they don't move. And the main issue with this hunt is they don't move. Like straight up, they are blocking the spawns, but you still get a good reset, about 8 of them, which is pretty nice. And honestly, this is going to be one of the better spots in the game to do this type of hunt. They sometimes can be a little bit slow, but the good news is you can very easily isolate shiny hunt for Exeggutor in other spots. So if you just want to only get Exeggcute, this is definitely going to be one of the better spots to do it. The shiny for Exeggcute is going to be a gold shiny, so it's going to be very obvious. It's going to stick out. You don't have to worry about it in any way, shape, or form. If you want to get a couple more spawning in, you could go all the way down to the bottom of the ramp and then come back and then reset them like this. But it should be a relatively easy hunt. Good luck. And for our next shiny hunt, I'm going to be making a poison type sandwich, 1 thing of noodles, 1 salty, and 1 sweet. And there we have it, guys. Sparkling title and counter power level 3 for poison type Pokemon, and ready to begin our shiny hunt. Now, this is actually a pretty cool shiny hunt, but you are able to isolate the Venonat line here. You get Venonat and Venomoth spawning in, which is very cool. It's definitely some of my favorite Pokemon. And yes, they are in Paldea, but this is actually going to be their best spawn in the entire game is right here. So we do have a new best spot for Venonat and Venomoth. Venomoth didn't even have a good spot before. So I'm actually incredibly excited to find this as well. But a shiny for Venonat is pretty obvious. Instead of having the red eyes, it's going to be blue. And a shiny Venonat, right when I describe what the shiny looks like, we get the shiny Venonat. Where you go. The absolutely gorgeous shiny right here. Gotta love it. That's absolutely perfect. Within the minute too. Crazy stuff. And then the shiny Venomoth is going to be all blue as well on its body. So it's super easy to notice. But there you have it, guys. That is going to be the last good shiny hunt in this location. If you enjoy these guides, please leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. If you know any other good isolate shiny hunting methods I have not covered yet on the channel, feel free to send me a message over on Discord or post in the comment section below. Anyways, guys, have a good one. Peace out.